Your business is growing. You're adding more customers, more deliveries, and more drivers. But there's one problem. Your dispatch team can't keep up. Hiring another dispatcher might seem like the obvious solution, but adding people isn't always the best way to solve a process problem. If your dispatchers are spending hours assigning jobs, building routes, calling drivers, and answering customer questions, you may be able to handle significantly more work by improving the way dispatch operates. In this video, I'll show you how to scale dispatch operations without hiring more dispatchers. When a fleet is small, manual dispatching can work. A dispatcher might manage 5 drivers using a spreadsheet, phone calls, and a mapping application. But then the business grows. 5 drivers become 10. 10 become 20. And suddenly, the dispatcher is dealing with hundreds of stops every day. The workload grows because every new driver and customer creates more decisions. The dispatcher has to assign jobs, plan routes, monitor drivers, handle changes, answer customer questions, reassign jobs, track completed stops, and communicate delays. Eventually, the dispatcher becomes the bottleneck. The first mistake is assuming, we need another dispatcher. Maybe you do. But before hiring, look at how much of your dispatcher's workload is repetitive. If your team spends hours manually sorting addresses, assigning drivers, building routes, sending ETAs, and updating customers, then adding another person may simply mean you're paying someone else to perform the same manual work. Better approach: identify repetitive dispatch tasks first. Then automate or simplify the tasks that don't require human judgment. Your dispatchers should spend their time solving problems, not performing repetitive administrative work. Route planning can consume a huge amount of dispatcher time. Imagine managing 20 drivers and hundreds of stops. Trying to manually determine the best sequence for every driver is inefficient. And as the fleet grows, the complexity increases quickly. Better approach: use route optimization software to automatically organize stops based on location, traffic, time windows, service time, driver availability, and vehicle requirements. Instead of spending hours creating routes, dispatchers can review optimized routes and make adjustments where needed. Scaling isn't just about creating routes. You also need to assign the right work to the right driver. Consider driver location, current workload, vehicle capacity, driver availability, and job requirements. A smarter assignment process prevents one driver from becoming overloaded while another has unused capacity. This helps your existing team handle more work without constantly adding people. Here's another way to reduce dispatcher workload. Stop making the dispatcher the middleman for every small question. If drivers have a mobile app where they can see their route, customer information, stop details, navigation, job status, and route changes, they don't need to call dispatch every time they need basic information. This frees dispatchers to focus on exceptions and higher priority issues. When you don't know where your drivers are, dispatchers spend time making phone calls. Where are you? Did you complete that delivery? How far away are you? Real-time tracking can answer many of these questions immediately. Dispatchers can see route progress from a central dashboard and identify problems before they become major issues. That becomes increasingly important as your fleet grows. Customer communication can consume a surprising amount of dispatcher time. Customers want to know, when will my driver arrive? If your team has to answer that question manually 20 or 30 times a day, you're wasting valuable resources. Better approach: use automated notifications and ETA updates where appropriate. Customers receive information without calling the dispatcher. That means fewer interruptions and more time for your team to manage actual operational problems. Some businesses serve the same customers repeatedly. Think about waste collection, recycling, food distribution, medical supply delivery, field service, and local distribution. If the same customers are being visited every week, rebuilding those routes manually makes little sense. Create recurring routes once, save them, and reuse them. Then your dispatcher only needs to make adjustments when something changes. This is probably the biggest mindset change. Your dispatcher shouldn't have to manually manage every single delivery. Instead, the system should handle predictable operations while the dispatcher focuses on exceptions. Normal delivery. Let the system handle it. Traffic delay. Dispatcher investigates. Driver calls out. Dispatcher reassigns the route. Urgent delivery. Dispatcher decides the best response. This is how you increase the number of drivers and jobs your team can manage without increasing dispatcher headcount at the same rate. Let's say a delivery company has 10 drivers and 200 daily stops. One dispatcher can manage the operation reasonably well. Now the company grows to 25 drivers and 600 daily stops. If the company continues using exactly the same manual processes, the dispatcher's workload can become overwhelming. Instead of immediately hiring 2 or 3 additional dispatchers, the company could automate route optimization, driver notifications, customer ETAs, recurring routes, GPS tracking, and route status updates. The dispatcher can then focus on exceptions, customer issues, and operational decisions. The goal isn't to make one dispatcher do the work of 5 people. The goal is to remove unnecessary manual work so your dispatch team can manage a larger operation efficiently. This is where Upper Route Planner can help growing businesses. Upper gives dispatch teams tools to manage routes and drivers without relying entirely on manual processes. You can use Upper to optimize multi-stop routes, plan routes for multiple drivers, assign and manage stops, track drivers in real time, manage recurring routes, send customer notifications, and monitor route progress. Instead of spending your morning manually building every route, your dispatch team can start with optimized routes and focus their attention on what actually needs human intervention. This makes Upper especially useful for delivery, logistics, waste management, field service, and other multi-driver businesses. When your business grows, your goal shouldn't be, more drivers equals more dispatchers. Instead, ask, how much more operational volume can our current dispatch process handle? If you can automate repetitive work, improve visibility, and give drivers better tools, you can potentially increase operational capacity without increasing dispatcher headcount at the same rate. That can mean lower administrative costs, faster route planning, better driver productivity, fewer customer calls, less dispatcher stress, and more scalable operations. Scaling your fleet shouldn't automatically mean scaling your dispatch team one person at a time. Before hiring another dispatcher, look at the work your current team is doing. What can be optimized? What can be automated? What can drivers handle themselves? And what actually requires a human decision? If you're ready to streamline dispatch and manage more drivers efficiently, try Upper Route Planner and see how route optimization, tracking, and dispatch tools can help your business scale.